Hello there, I hope you're doing well. Today I want to talk about hidden sequential SMT, also known as HSSMT. What it simply is, when no wick based on sequential SMT is visible, look at the bodies. The hidden divergence is often there, waiting to be seen by traders who know where to look at. For example, this. We got Asia here, London here, quarters by the way. This is Q1, this is Q2, etc. Now, this itself is an SMT, we know that, right? SMT divergence. But what a hidden sequential SMT is simply a body, like we said, the body itself. Let's look at Q1 on both assets, all right? Let's say this is NQ, this is ES, for example. It could be anything, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever. The body itself didn't close below this body. However, on this asset, the body did close below this asset, this low. And also, if you pay attention to this, that is simply it. The concept. Hidden sequential SMT is a divergence between two consecutive quarters using only candle bodies, not wicks. For example, here, candles. When you can't see a wick level sequential SMT, remove the wicks and look at a closure only. That is also possible, but the best way is just to train your eyes. For example, this happened yesterday. All right. Did I take any trades? No, I did not take any trades because I saw the price action wasn't that clean. I skipped the day. Because when you know when to skip, then you literally are really close or profitable trader if you know what day you need to skip. Because I made a separate video talking about when not to trade. Super important video. Highly recommend you to watch it. Now, this one happened yesterday, 9:30. This big candle is 9:30 on both assets. We formed the low, all right? We formed the low, both of them. This is ES, this is Nasdaq, by the way. Is there any gap we created? Right there. This is our first presented fair value gap after 9:30 open. And the market taps in, the body, look, the wick did the damage, but the body respects, tells a story. And they rally higher, taps again into this PC, rally then higher to the buy side. Did I took any trades? No, I did not took any trades. And this is a beautiful example of, power of three. We accumulate it, and then we manipulate market open, and then we distribute to higher. Beautiful. Now, what makes this bias, like, for those who doesn't know what this hidden sequential SMT is, they will probably, trading this blindly. For example, 9:30 open, the body. Look, did we took out the body? Look, I already marked it out. Did the market came the body closed below? No, it didn't. However, on ES we did even close. We closed two candles below this body. This is a hidden sequential SMT. When you understand this, you do not need to wait for a normal SMT divergence. This is enough. Two variants. First variant, no wick below the low. Neither asset wicks below the previous quarter lowest wick. But looking at closure, only one asset body closes below the previous quarter's lowest body closure, while the other doesn't. That is a hidden sequential SMT. Let me show you guys what this means. For example, this low, right? On this asset, did we took out that low? No. However, on this asset, same thing. We didn't took out that low. However, look at the body. The body here did not close below this wick. It didn't even reach, right? It was too strong. However, on here, we did close. That is a hidden sequential SMT. Second variant, both wick, only one close below. Both assets wick below the previous quarter's lowest wick, but only one asset body close below the previous quarter lowest body close. The other stays above. That divergence is closure, is the hidden sequential SMT. That is, that we can even take out that low, right? Let's say on NQ we did take out that low, and on ES we also took out that low. But one asset managed to close the body, right? With a body closed that low. However, on here we just wicked it and then we move higher. For example, right here, look, if you see this high closed, the body closed above this high, the body of this, all right? Here we did not. Here the body did not even reach there. It did not close, and that is also a hidden sequential SMT or hidden SMT itself. And if you look, what makes here What makes this super strong is if you look at the left side, we're creating a gap, a small CB. I don't know if you can see, if you extend that to here, the body closes inside. But the wick, yes, did the damage. The wick, let's say you enter right here or somewhere here, your stop will be above this high of the candle that created a CB or BC. Fair value gap or inversion fair value gap. Or the best case scenario is just above the high. How to spot it? First, mentally focus on the body closure. Ignore the wicks. A tip that I could give you is just train your eyes. Come to the market when it's open. Come to live charts, backtest, journal. That way you can train your eyes. Second, mark the lowest body close, not wicks, of the previous quarter on each asset. For example, like this. Just like I did, mark it out, mark here out. Let's say here, for example, Q1 mark it out, Q1 on here, mark it out, Q2 mark it out, the body, not the wick. Third, in the current quarter, watch which asset body closes below that level and which doesn't. And lastly, if you can't see a regular sequential SMT, immediately check for a hidden one. It's usually there. Just like this one, guys. Look, is there any SMT? No, there is no SMT. However, there is a hidden SMT. Entry and probability. Same as regular sequential SMT, find the candle that create the hidden sequential SMT. Apply the true change state of delivery logic. If you don't know what this is, we will talk about this in another separate video. Enter at the retest. Stop on the sequential SMT high or low. Hidden sequential SMT is slightly lower probability than a wick sequential SMT because no liquidity is technically being swept. To raise it, look for hidden sequential SMT alongside liquidity being taken. Hidden sequential SMT plus liquidity sweep equals much higher probability. Let me show you what this is. Just like here. Now, where could your entry be? Let's say you want to enter and target. All right. Okay. When I look at this price action, it's not bad. It's okay. It's not the best. Let me show you. Let's say we take out these liquidities, whatever liquidity we took in on 9:30. All right, that's first. Swept the liquidity. I will wait. I will not enter. Is there any real confirmation here? To be honest, hidden sequential SNT itself, it will be a little risky. Why? Look at this high. Okay, look at this high. Nasdaq made higher high. NQ made higher low. All right, that is also micro SMT. And also look at the yes, we're in a CB. Right, this gap. We're respecting it. That's why I consider not to enter. The second, I'll wait. Where will I enter? Look, what do we say here? True change state of delivery. I'm waiting for that, right? Here, market remain higher, we wait the change state, market structure shift. What am I waiting here? Should I enter? No, I do not. Did we create a gap? Yeah. Okay. Well, then where? If you pick out from this high to this low, what is the 50% about that fair value gap, which is also what makes this gap strong, is that it's our first positive fair value gap. Send that beautiful long, then your stop could be, let's say we create here, your stop will be below here, or let's say this is our breaker block below that. Beautiful. And then you target the buy side. Last but not least, remove the wicks. When you can't see the sequential SMT, don't give up. Remove the wicks. The divergence between bodies is almost always there. Guys, the best tip that I can give you is just train your eyes, look for them, and trust me, you will find them more and more. Hope you got something from this. Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave a like, subscribe, and see you guys next time. Be safe.